What's going on, y'all? Masterpiece here, back at it again, and I'm here with something special for y'all because a lot of you guys are asking me, how do you go vegan? What are the steps? What can I eat? And how do I make it taste good? And my response is just treat the vegetable as you would the meat that you're used to. So if you got mushrooms or if you got, lentils or chickpeas, do whatever you would normally do to the meat with your favorite spices and just cook it up that way. Okay, you could put it in the oven, you could put it on the grill, do whatever you got to do, make it comfortable for you and whatever you're used to. Today, I'm using jackfruit, which is the most complicated and difficult fruit to use, but I'm doing it so that all of you guys got all your bases covered. If you can do this, then you can do this with mushrooms or whatever else. If you're using mushrooms, I highly recommend you smash the mushrooms and not cut them. This gives it more fibers and string-like textures of the meat. Now, when people ask me, what do I use to replace meat? I tell them nothing. I don't like to replace flesh. I like living vegetables and fruits and grains and nuts. So I don't have to replace anything with the dead flesh that I don't want. And you will feel the same. The more and more you get into veganism and the more the parasites and the bugs are out of you, then the more you're going to appreciate natural foods and their flavors, and the more you're going to be disgusted with the fake imitation stuff. So let's get right into it. If you're going to use mushrooms, portobellos are great, or cremini mushrooms are great as well. So are king oysters, if you can find king oysters. That is a type of mushroom, not a meat. Now, here you see the jackfruit, and these are the little yellow pieces inside. This is not what you want. It's too sweet, and it doesn't have the texture of the meat that you want. When you open it, you can see there's a very large seed in each partition, and you just want to pull out the seed like I'm doing now. Remove it. You can store the seeds for later, like I am here. In fact, if you clean off the seeds and you dry them out, man, it makes for a really nice curry. Or just a stew. It kind of has a nutty, potatoey texture and feel. So just wrap off that layer, and then you can wash them and then put them in your favorite dish. They're very interesting, and the seeds are very big. Well, the jackfruit is the largest fruit that grows off of a tree in the world, so I would expect the seeds to be big. Now this is about 1/3 or maybe a quarter of the jackfruit left. And these stringy fibers here are what's going to act as your flesh. These stringy fibers hold in the fruit. The older it gets, the more these stringy fibers turn into the yellow sweet fruit. So you want to catch it young. You don't want the jackfruit skin to be brown on the outside like mine is. You want it to be nice and bright and green. It's very sticky inside the jackfruit, so you have to olive oil your hands and cover your knife in olive oil as well. But once you remove all those stringy fibers, you can put them in a bowl and start to season, just like I have. The seasonings I use were your typical meat-tasting seasonings. And these are onion, vegetable broth, chili powder, fresh ground black pepper, garlic if you want it, smoked paprika or liquid smoke spice, and barbecue sauce. But make sure it's a vegan barbecue sauce. No Worcestershire sauce, no, fish paste like anchovy paste, no whey or modified milk products. Just a nice, simple vegan barbecue sauce. Now, once you put it on the grill, it's going to act just the same as any other flesh that you're used to, except you don't have to cook it as long because there's no bugs or parasites or blood that you're trying to cook out of it. So simply warming it up will suffice. Just grab a nice big heaping scoop right there and just lay it on your favorite cooking method. This could be the barbecue, this could be the grill, the oven. I'm doing like a grill right now, a cast iron. Just spread it out nice and thin, and it gets all the sides evenly cooked. And once it's cooked, and once it's, broken down, you can chew it, and it breaks down between your teeth. That's how you know it's ready. Man, I make this for my family and my friends all the time, and they love it. Look at that. It acts just like the meat that you're used to. Okay? Except without the harm. No victims are involved. You're not funding torture and enslavement and kidnapping and rape and all that other stuff. Just compassionate meals here. So just mix it up. Add some more smoked spice. Add some more barbecue sauce. Add whatever you like. Just tweak it till you get your flavors nice. Don't cook it for too long because the jackfruit will actually turn a little mushy. And if you're using mushrooms, then you're going to notice there's a lot of water coming out of the mushrooms, and that's normal. Just keep on cooking it until it evaporates. Now what I have here is a simple bean mixture. What I did was I smashed down some lima beans, and I added the same spices that you saw before into this paste. And that is going to give it more cohesion. It's going to act as one thing when you scoop it onto the hamburger or to the bun. And it's going to make it hold together really nice, and all the flavors are going to be infused. Great texture here. Great amounts of fiber and protein as well. In fact, just 40 ounces of this jackfruit is going to give you about 4 grams of protein, about 15 grams of dietary fibers, which is very important for moving the colon. Now, this is a vegan pulled pork, quote unquote, and it always goes better with some coleslaw. And to make the coleslaw, you just need some cabbage, maybe some carrots, some olive oil, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, some tahini, which is sesame seed paste right here. Here we go, is tahini. And that makes it very creamy, like we're used to with the coleslaw. And you want to add your onions and your salt and pepper, and maybe your garlic if you eat garlic. And just bring it all together with some salt and pepper, and you have a nice slaw. Delicious, victim-free slaw. And you can just put that on the burger, or you could put that on the side. It's very refreshing. You can add some parsley or cilantro into it. Now we got the buns going, and we got the fake meat simmering away, and I think we are ready to put it on the bun. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be so good. You're going to make it all the time, whether it's with mushrooms, jackfruit, or anything that you want. The spices is the key. Remember, we don't eat meat raw, and we don't eat it just cooked with nothing. We always flavor it with something that came from the ground, like pepper, ginger, garlic, onions, cumin, thyme, etc. So just keep on playing with the flavors. I like Montreal steak spice. It's a very good, meaty, smoky spice to incorporate. Now, with dishes like these that are simple and quick to make, who has time to go out of their way and pay for something that is incompassionate and that represents death, destruction, and enslavement, like meat? Meat is not only destroying the environment, but it's destroying your health and your colon. So, now, with this alternative, you know how to make anything you like taste like meat. And now that you know the key spices to make your foods taste like you're used to, there is no need to go back to the meat. It is harmful on the environment, your body, and to the animal. So please, try this out. Let me know how it goes. Play with the ratios. And if you like, you can Google search minimalist baker or other online recipes to show you just what to do to make your meals flavorful again. I hope this helps, and I hope a lot of you guys continue on the path of light and you rise higher and higher in your consciousness and compassion so that we can save the animals, save ourselves, and save this world. This is Master Peace saying, hey, eat to live. Go vegan. Peace.